Mix 106, time for our movie reviews with our very own Mix 106 movie critic, Willie Waffle. There really is a little something for everybody this week. We have the sappy romantic movie, Me Before You. We have the hilarious comedy, Pop Star, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, if you love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, have I got a movie for you?
No, I really don't. I never have.
Them.
Seriously?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's my childhood.
This is why Mike and I get along, because I hate the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, God, I didn't like their cartoon in the 80s. I didn't like their cartoon now. I don't like their movie from the 1990s. I don't like the movie from 1991 with Vanilla Ice. I don't like the movie from 1993. I don't like the movie from 2007. I don't like the movie from 2014. Why do they keep giving them TV shows and movies if they're so heinous?
You and I are right there, because you just pretty much described my feeling for every movie that ever came out. Their album that came out. I have to say, as an adult, I haven't enjoyed them, but I mean, I guess it's just because of the sentimental, being. I was like 10 or something when it first came out. I think that's the problem. I was too smart even as a kid to enjoy them. Oh, that's what it was. So they do have one redeeming quality, though, I have to say. Megan Fox.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that this movie is a movie that your kid is probably going to want to go see. And then I realized that if you take your boy to see this movie, he's emerging a man after watching Megan Fox romping around in a sexy schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah, that's why I'm not taking my 12-year-old, because he's already going through that whole,
Why don't you give him to me? That'll give me an excuse to take him.
But this movie is designed for the fans, because they treat the introduction of all the characters and all the familiar stuff as if it is like epic, as if it is Zeus coming down from the mountain or something. You've got Casey Jones is putting on his hockey mask. Oh boy! Oh, there's Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh boy! I don't care, because it's not going anywhere. It's not a well-told story. It's really just a jumble of really badly shot action that's hard to follow, and a bunch of one-liners that I find annoying, but obviously you find very charming.
So what do you give it?
I'm going to say one waffle.
One? That's it? Even with Megan Fox?
I thought that was a little generous myself.
You haven't seen it yet.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is there to see?
Cowabunga.
All right, let's go to maybe what might be, I'm thinking, the most sickeningly sweet, sappy, romantic movie, Me Before You.
And if it stayed that way, I think it would have been a little bit better. And you got to realize, I went to see this movie, and I was the only man in the theater.
Well, and the fact that you were in the theater, that's even a little iffy.
Yeah, I should have brought a box of tissues, because I could have made a bunch of new friends.
You should have brought a tampon.
God.
But, you've got Amelia Clark, who's this bubbly, charming, hardworking gal, and she gets a job taking care of this very bitter, angry man played by Sam Claflin. He became a quadriplegic after a horrible accident, and he's just been angry about it ever since. But do you think that maybe she's going to tear down those walls? Why, do you think that maybe they're going to fall in love?
Why, yes, I do.
And that part of the movie's okay. The two of them together are very charming and fun to watch, and you just kind of fall into the predictable rhythm of where the romance is going. And then there's a very dark turn to this movie, a turn that just makes you go, oh, dear God, that takes me out of the fantasy. That takes me out of the fun. It's just too controversial for me.
Huh.
So I'm going to say 2.5 waffles.
Oh, still not bad. 2.5.
Yeah, got better than Turtles.
Yeah. So there's a chick flick for some. There's something for everybody this week, because the other movie we have, based on what I've seen of the previews, is based on Justin Bieber's life, right?
That's right. It's Andy Samberg playing Connor for real.
Oh, that's that one.
Yep, he's a pop star. He's releasing his new album. He's got a film crew following him around, making a documentary out of it. And everything is going horribly, horribly wrong.
Just like Justin Bieber's life.
Exactly. I wonder if Justin Bieber will actually get the joke. Like, do you think he's going to go to the movie? He's going to be like, dude, that guy's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he's a mess.
Yeah, and it really is one of the best parodies of the music business and stardom and social media.
Really?
That you're going to see right now. Oh, yeah.
I
when
love
they're
Andy
on
Samberg.
point with that stuff, it's working. Yeah, but then well, they got to figure out a way to end the movie.
Oh,
and it feels like they run out of jokes a little bit.
Dang it.
And then they're kind of struggling to figure out what the direction is. But come on, you're going to love all the cameos from Usher to Carrie Underwood to Ringo Starr.
Please tell me at the end of the movie they don't have like 3/4 of the way through decide, oh, now we have to have a lesson, so let's get serious and give them a lesson.
Well, there's a little bit of a lesson. And it gets a little serious, but not too serious.
All right. So what do you give this one?
I'm going to say 2.5 waffles.
Nice.
So out of the 3, what would you pick to go see?
It depends on your mood, and it depends
There's
on,
3 so vastly different movies, too.
I mean, if you want to laugh, Popstar's going to do it for you. If you want to see a little romance, you go see Me Before You. If you just hate the world, you go see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So is Popstar, is it laugh out loud funny?
It is laugh out loud funny.
Okay. That's what I needed to know. What do we have next week?
Next week we have The Conjuring 2.
Oh, great.
Oh, I love The Conjuring. I think The Conjuring is one of the best horror movies of like the last 20 years.
See, to me, that's those 2 words don't go together. Best and horror movie.
But they were different. They're not like those slasher, gory, blood-filled horror movies. That's what made The Conjuring so good. That's what's going to make The Conjuring 2 so good.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, we'll talk to you then.